What's up, guys, and welcome to Either, or Etherio. I'm not really sure. If people call Agar Agario, then I'm sure there are people who call either Etherio. Either way, it doesn't really matter. This is a game where you're given two scenarios and you have to choose between one or another. And after you choose, it will show you the number of people that have chosen either side and put you in a majority or a minority. So it's very different. It's not really considered a game. I think I saw Markiplier play it last week, and he described it as more of a thought experiment, which I can get on board with. It's interesting, but it doesn't really have gameplay, and I'm sure you guys are going to find it interesting as well. Hopefully, if I make any decisions that you disagree with, or if you have a different thought process than I do, leave a comment and let me know. That's the kind of thing we get to kind of discuss this kind of stuff. So the first one that we seem to have here is would you rather constantly have wrinkled clothes or never have toothpaste? And for me, I think that's a no-brainer because my clothes are always a little bit wrinkly. I wear t-shirts and I'm a guy, I just kind of ball them up more or less. So I'm gonna go with constantly wrinkled clothes. Okay, there we go. And we're in the massive majority there. So I don't know if I'm gonna set a goal out for myself. I think I want to try to be in the majority most times, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still gonna pick the decision that I think I would normally pick. So we're just gonna hope for the best. Would you rather be famous for curing cancer or be famous for making everybody on Earth live forever? Isn't that kind of redundant? Would cancer really be a big deal if you couldn't die from it? I feel like that's kind of redundant. Really? That doesn't make any sense. Like, curing cancer, the whole reason cancer sucks is because it kills people. If you could make everybody on Earth live forever, then cancer's not a big deal. Stupid people. Would you rather have your fingers always covered in barbecue sauce or have your fingers always covered in Dorito nacho cheese flavoring? This is an easy one for me because Dorito nacho is way better to me than barbecue sauce. Also, I feel like barbecue sauce would be wet and sticky and stuff. So if you were like touching keys, it would get really, really annoying. I feel like Cheeto dust, at least you're dry or a little more sanitary. Okay. In Pokemon, would you rather pick the Helix fossil or pick the Dome fossil? That's really different. I didn't know you could have different questions in here. I think these are made by people. This isn't designed by some game developer. I can make my own, you can make your own, you can submit them, people will answer them. So the Helix fossil was for Kabuto, and the Dome fossil was for Ammonite? If I'm correct, if I remember my original 151 Pokemon, because they were my favorite, and then they would turn into Omastar and Kabuto. I think the Helix fossil, or is it the other way around? Shit. I don't know. Dome? Ah, damn it. I wanted the one was Kabuto. I don't remember which one it is. God, it's been a while. Would you rather play a game of Quidditch or take a field trip with Miss Frizzle? I'm not a big Harry Potter person, in all honesty, and from what I remember from the movies, because I haven't read all the Harry Potter books, Quidditch is kinda dangerous. You can break arms and you can hurt yourself. I feel like you can go to hell with Miss Frizzle and you'll still come back perfectly alright. Like, you can take your head off on Mars and freeze to death and you'll just come back with a cold. So I think Miss Frizzle is the best. Yeah, there's too many Harry Potter fans. People don't represent Magic School Bus anymore. Would you rather string your opponent along for the entire fight or crush them from the beginning? I feel like I play enough games where I've had that hubris where if you string somebody along for long enough, it'll bite you in the ass at least some percentage of the time. If you're ahead, and you should just capitalize, win, crush them from the beginning. There you go, we're doing good. Would you rather be the head chef of a luxury cruise liner or be the head chef in the White House? I would say the White House. I don't really like boats. I find that I get a little bit seasick. I'm sure you wouldn't get seasick on a luxury cruise liner because it's essentially like a couple shopping malls floating by. But at the same time, I just feel like that'd be a shittier job. Yeah, let's go with the White House. Okay, you know what? I'm doing surprisingly well. My decisions seem to be the majority for the most part. Would you rather die on the Hindenburg or die on the Titanic? Did people die on the Hindenburg? I thought they were testing it and it went down. I don't think it was its maiden voyage. I may be incorrect with that. The Titanic, however, was much shittier. So it's would you rather die by burning to death, or would you rather die drowning and freezing to death? I would say probably the Hindenburg. I feel like drowning would be terrifying. Crap, that's really close though, come on. Would you rather have met Jesus or have met Confucius? Well, Confucius, I don't really know. Because the thing is, people are automatically gonna be like, well, Jesus didn't exist. But even if you're not Christian, I'm pretty sure there's still evidence that a guy named Jesus, that the religion was around, did exist. It would be interesting to find out what Jesus was actually all about. Confucius, I feel like he just came up with a lot of, like, interesting puzzles for people. You know, we remember him for that. Yeah, I think I'd like to meet Jesus more. The irony of 69% people want to meet Jesus. Would you rather spend Monday to Saturday knocking down the wall off China for the rest of your life, or never be able to leave your bedroom? Never be able to leave my bedroom. If I could never leave my bedroom right now without any other consequences, I absolutely would. Would you rather be a would you rather? What? Would you rather be a morning person or a night owl? And owl is spelt with a 0. You can clearly tell that these are made by people. I'm a night owl right now. Like, I'm up till like 3 or 4 o'clock pretty much every day. And, I don't think I would want to change that. No, honestly, I find like when it's late at night, when I'm alone, everybody else has gone to sleep, I can focus more. In the morning, I feel like there's already so many morning people and I just hate them. I would want to be a night owl. I want to stay a night owl. Would you rather be a professional Oh, I thought that said taste tester. Would you rather be a professional taser testee or be a professional beanbag gun testee? I would say beanbag gun testee just because I know you can die from tasers and I do have a heart arrhythmia. Like, it's nothing serious, but my heart does do, like, the weird offbeat every now and then, so I'm always really paranoid with that kind of thing. I feel like just getting nailed by a beanbag, while it sucks, it's not that big a deal. Like, you get hit with it, you get a bruise, you move on. Like, I've played paintball, it sucks, but it's definitely better than, like, getting electrocuted. Would you rather only talk in third person, or would you rather never be able to call someone by their name? See, that's interesting because I know I'm not the kind of person to call somebody by their name, even though you should. I've always found that the thing that people want to hear the most is their name. If you can end a conversation by, thanks a lot, Joe, when you leave, Joe is gonna frickin' love you. But at the same time, talking in the third person is such a Kanye thing to do. It makes you such a D-bag. I'll just do that. Yeah. Would you rather perform petty thievery for a living or perform grand larceny for a living? I don't really want to do either of these things for a living. I don't want to steal from people for a living. I guess grand larceny, because it makes you out to be like this big James Bond diamond thief, rather than like a drug addict who breaks into old ladies' homes to steal their TVs. Yeah, let's go with grand larceny. It pays off better. Would you rather have your blood sucked by a vampire or have your brain eaten by a zombie? I would say blood sucked by a vampire because brain eaten by a zombie, I would die, maybe become a zombie. If I had my blood sucked by a vampire, I would then turn into a vampire. And I'm pretty sure vampires have really cool abilities. The really only downside is they can't eat garlic, which I already hate, and they can't go out in the sun, which I already hate. So, yeah, pretty much already a vampire as it is. Would you rather be able to run 40 miles per hour or own a car? Is 40 miles per hour fast? I don't really know. I'm gonna look this up. Apparently 28 miles per hour is the usual human running speed, and 40 miles per hour is like the fastest any human has ever run. So yeah, I would much rather run 40 miles an hour. That sounds awesome. And then I could use that to race people and win cars. Right? Yeah. Talk like Yoda, would you rather? Or breathe like Darth Vader? Talk like Yoda, I would want. Would you rather be a Jedi or be a Sith? That is interesting. Probably be a Jedi. I mean, I know the dark side has a bunch more powers and stuff like that, but I really don't want my face to get all droopy and melty and stuff like that, which seems to happen to all of them at some point or another. I'm not really big into the masks, so let's be a Jedi. I mean, the good versus bad thing is, That's gonna be it for this video, guys, mostly because I can't click anymore. I'm clicking and nothing is happening. I think the server's been offline for a while now, actually. Before I even started playing, it said, this page is currently offline. However, because the site uses Cloudflare's always online technology, you can continue to surf a snapshot of the site. So I guess I've just been playing a snapshot of it and I can't keep going. I may revisit this again if you guys like it. There's another game very similar to this called Will You Press the Button, I think? And it's really cool because you pick a scenario or you can leave it, and it has a very big upside but a very big downside. So if you guys like these kind of thought experiment-y type games, be sure to let me know, and maybe I'll either replay this again or try Will You Press the Button. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Can you just go down for me real quick? Oop. I killed it. Shit. Probably should have equipped my trank darts. When you put a scope on it, it gets rid of the trank darts. Are you kidding me? I just shot a penguin in the face. Oh my god.